Well, hello, this is Denise Miller. And I must tell you before I get started that this is my 8th time recording this video. Hopefully the 8th time is a charm. But it must be really important for me to have so many issues in getting this video recorded. But before we get started, as you know, I'm your Leadership Lady Live, and I'd like to ask you, if you like the content, to please do hit the thumbs up, the heart, or whatever indicates that you are pleased with the content on the platform where you are watching. And please do subscribe or follow so that you can get more of my content consistently. And now we're going to talk about how you know if you're on the hedonic treadmill. Again, last week I covered what the hedonic treadmill and hedonic adaptation are, so you can go back to that video and take a look to see what I'm speaking about. But some of you will recognize these symptoms in yourselves without even having to go back and look. The first thing is, do you always want more? Are you always looking for more, wanting to acquire more? It's never enough. And are you not finding contentment in what you already have? The second thing is, once you get what you've been after, are you pleased with it? Are you happy with it? Are you really ready to settle down with it? Or is it just in a couple of hours, days, months, weeks, years that you're just like, oh, it's not a big thing. I want the next thing. I want something else. Your happiness with that thing is very temporary in nature. The third thing is, are you trying to keep up with the Joneses? Do you just want things because other people have them? Keeping up with the Joneses is a phrase that I heard my mother and dad use when I was growing up. Also, when I was a teenager, the Temptations had a song that sang about don't let the Joneses get you down. I'll drop the link for that in the comments because it speaks about a lot of what I'm talking about when I speak about the hedonic treadmill and hedonic adaptation. The other thing is, do you always feel empty even though you get what you want? You're not really fulfilled for any length of time at all. You get it, and it's like you toss it aside and you're done. You don't really want that thing anymore as much as you thought you wanted it, and now you're on to the next thing. And then the last thing is, what about right now? Are you pleased with where you are at this present moment? Even if you don't have all that you want, or it's not exactly what you want, are there some things that you can be pleased about? Some things where you can say, you know what, I'm content with this, I'm happy with this. It's not where I want to be in 5 years or 10 years, or even 5 months or 10 months, but for now, it's good and I'm good. If you have these issues and you're just not satisfied with what you get when you get it, you feel empty once you've gotten it, you're trying to keep up with what other people have or do or look like they have, because a lot of times people look like they have things and they really don't. Those things have them. As a matter of fact, do your things have you? And then lastly, are you constantly wanting more? Is it just never enough? Those things are indicators of your walking on the hedonic treadmill. And next week, what we're going to do is talk about how to get off. There was a play when I was young, and the name of the play was Stop the World, I Want to Get Off. And maybe it might be time to stop that constant acquiring so that you can get off and enjoy what you really do have. Now, have a great week. Thank you so much for listening. Keep an ear out for when I'll be doing masterminds in October, and also look out for next week's video once you've watched and digested this week's video. Have a good balance of the day.